welcome to Lionheart Dreamweaving. My name is Matthew, and today I have for you a very special type of pick-a-card reading, tarot reading, featuring the Pokemon Celebi. So I thought this would be a fun kind of little theme to do here, where I will say that we're going to be channeling here future sight predictions for you from 3 months from now from the Pokemon Celebi. Okay, so if you're new to this style of reading, there's going to be 4 options here, and you can pick one, or if you feel drawn to it, it's okay to also pick multiple options. And the timestamps for each of these will be found in the description box down below, so you can jump to whichever ones you want to watch. And for the first pile, we're going to have this feather, yeah, and sorry, words. Second pile, we're going to have this snail here, little metallic creature. The third pile is a key, metallic skeleton key. And the fourth pile is these golden dollars, US dollars here. Okay, so you can pause the video if you need more time to clear your mind, meditate, and choose which feels right to you. Otherwise, go ahead and jump to your reading, and I will see you there. Hello, pile 1. If you chose this first card pile, or this feather, here's going to be for you 3-month predictions for your future from the Pokemon Celebi. Okay, so let's go ahead and flip over your cards here together and see what you have. So first you have Phoenix. Wow, okay. That's quite a strong, really bold energy to start with here. Then we have Adventure. All right, that's really beautiful. Creativity. Wow. Awareness. All right. And then here from the Vice Versa Tarot, we have Ace of Pentacles here, 5 of Wands, and be authentic. Okay, let's see here. Actually, this I can't really see, so we're going to see if we can move that over here and have Celebi over top here guiding the reading. Okay, so wow. All right, so for you, I'm seeing 2 themes coming here. So there's this first of all, this fire, this explosion. There's 3 cards here featuring this explosion of fire here. And the phoenix, you know, is a classic symbol of like a major transformation here, like a spiritual transformation. And I'm seeing, so like in both of these cards, there's this dark underneath here, and this shadow figure. So this is like the struggle, like the challenges of life, and the density and the confusion and of the darkness that those situations can bring. And this is like that you are going to be like in this time period between now and then, you're going through a radical upgrade, shift in awareness, which is going to burn through the density here in your life, the difficult things, because there's this this 5 of Wands here. So this is like kind of like explosive, like conflict energy. So I'm getting here that it's this kind of shift in awareness, and this life transformation energy is coming, it's bursting through to the surface in a way to to yeah, because of the amount of pressure and of the different kind of mm, conflicts or negative energies or things in your life that just couldn't be sustained anymore. So this could be also, for example, your own behavior patterns, unhealthy behavior patterns, just like it coming to a point where it's like the straw breaks the camel's back, and you're like, enough is enough, and you make a change, like something. In a way, it's kind of like coming to the surface in a bit of like a dramatic enough way that causes a deeper level shift in awareness that allows you to commit to a more radical change, a more lasting change for the better for yourself here. And so then also coming in, there's this really beautiful, like playful energy here, this adventure and creativity. And also in this Ace of Pentacles here, this is so sweet. This is like really and being authentic to yourself. So this is like when you start to really like find what really makes you joyful and how you most feel like comfortable at being yourself and expressing yourself, and you just stop caring, what anyone else thinks of it, and you just embody that like a shamelessly or whatever, like a child, like completely innocently and just joyfully being yourself and expressing yourself creatively. And it's like, but to get to that point, you've had to be able to burn through and drop all of these programmings and conditionings and stuff. So it's like, and self judgments and critical thought patterns and stuff like that have kind of kept you from kind of being your most authentic self and expressing yourself uh, creativity freely, and it being willing to go in a new direction, like take little risks in your life or start new hobbies, go on new adventures, meet meet new people and stuff. And I'm seeing like with this Ace of Pentacles here, that this is going to be coming in for you more. You're going to be creating a lot more opportunities, and also involving collaborations with other people as well in a more positive kind of way. So not this like kind of you're coming into conflict energy, but that there will be a lot more like opportunity. I'm getting the sense of like opportunities to play. Like that's what it'll almost feel like to you when like all of this is associated with work. It's like the kind of work that for you, because you're just enjoying it so much, and you finally you're doing something that you just genuinely like authentically enjoy to do, and it's like something where you're expressing your creativity that you're so like what your soul is coming here to bring through. So it like feels like playing for you basically, but at the same time, like it is potential opportunities here that could the collaboration, depending how well you play your cards and what you do with the potentials that are granted, that they could be also financially creating financial feedback loop, getting paid basically for whatever this collaboration with other people is. These opportunities coming within the next 3 months here. But yeah, this is really beautiful, positive energy here. There's like it's like there's like some tension in the meantime, but like and if there's any advice for you here, that it would just be to like lean into it. You know what I mean? Like if there's any a bit of like internal struggle or external like conflict, difficult situations, challenging situations, like pressures to make a change, like to that, like whatever it is, like that you when you bring in this higher level of awareness, and you always keep choosing yourself, what is healthiest for you, what is healthiest for your being as a whole, and your loved ones and all of that under your care. And You just make the best choices you can for you, and it's gonna push through and upgrade to this like elevated situation where have you're liberated in a way to explore your creativity more. Um, yeah, yeah. It's really beautiful. So, mm, I guess so. Like I was saying, so the only advice, I guess, would be is that to trust, I guess, the process of this pressure, and to lean through it and like let it transform you. Because if there's uh, the only point of resistance, I guess, could be like um, the kind of struggle that comes from our ego self and our uh, and from the unconscious and from our self-sabotaging patterns and all these mechanisms of unconsciousness programming conditioning from outside that wants to keep us disempowered. So like this is what's all being burnt up, but it might not go down exactly without a fight. But so the point is that you just always have to keep in your conscious and your awareness what is that you're making choices for your best self, like in your highest good, for your in pursuit of your health, your wellness, and then fun and adventure and creativity, expression. Like those are the values, prizing that your soulful self expression and your health, and above all else. And when things come into conflict with that, that you choose yourself, basically. But other than that, it's all good things coming to you. It's really beautiful reading. So if you like that, if you resonated with that, I love to hear your comments, read your comments. I mean, so please feel free to share down below and like the video if you like it, and subscribe to the channel if you like to see more content in the future. Personal readings are available if you would like to connect. My email is in the description box for that. And otherwise, thank you very much for your time, and bye bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this little snail statue here, or the second pile, this is going to be your 3-month future sight predictions from Celebi. So let's go ahead and take a look here. What do you have? So you have first the bat. Okay. You have sorrow. Oh, all right. Let's add some context to that. There we have projections, beyond illusion, Ace of Cups, Seven of Swords, and find your motivation. Okay, hold on. Let's move these cards over here. So don't be alarmed. This isn't a negative message here. Despite some of the more negative imagery on some of these cards, it's actually quite a positive thing coming through for you here. Because what I'm seeing is this is like I guess you could call, some people would call this shadow work. That's the popular culture term for it at the moment, shadow work. But what I'm seeing here is like that during this next 3 months that you're going to be gaining a lot of awareness here of what's going on in your subconscious mind on a larger scale, on a bigger picture here, and how's that been creating any kind of repeating patterns or like loops of suffering in your life. So this is actually, in a way, this is like I guess you could say like releasing yourself from a major karmic cycle, which I almost like, I don't like even using the terms in a way like that, because that's almost become like, I think, like a little bit cliche when people hear that. But what I mean by this is like that this is something, a pattern which you've been, in a way, you've been subtly creating, perpetuating for yourself, something which leads to you feeling a lot of suffering and experiencing like really like difficult and stagnant like situations or like disappointing results, and no matter what you do on a conscious level to try to change it, it doesn't change. And now, like, this is not a failing of your part, because like in a way life gives all of us these, um I guess, type of, in a way, in a weird way, it's a type of riddle or something, like like a little puzzle that we have to solve for ourselves. But it's for the growth and development of our soul, that we learn certain lessons through these experiences. So they do all have a meaning to them here. But like what I'm getting here is you're finding with this bat, it's like navigating through the night, navigating through the darkness, through the unknown, the subconscious realms. And there's this full moon here, and there's this full moon here with this finding your motivation card. And I'm seeing that it's like you're finding, you're discovering what is motivating yourself from a much deeper level, from an archetypal level, not just like what you think is happening on the surface of these situations, not just the way that it appears and seems to the rational mind and to like other people like potentially onlooking the situation, but like what's happening, um, in terms of your soul and what the lessons that you're here to learn, and how these repeating cycles are showing you something about, your own inner processes as well. Like because there's this projections card here, and there's like a kind of sense and is combined with the beyond illusion, that you're seeing in a way how a certain belief system, or trauma or pattern, ancestral pattern potentially, um, in a way. So this is what karma is, meant to be at a basic level. So this is like action and reaction. So how does this mechanism, this thing inside of you that's subtle and like potentially hiding from perception here with this Seven of Swords, um, seven of Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords here. So how does this, how is it affecting then cause like action reaction? So how is it causing these situations which then to you seem, because it's coming through from the subconscious level, so you don't necessarily realize you're part of it, and it just seems that the at least at first glance, that you're a victim of circumstance here, and it causes a lot of sorrow and confusion and suffering to your own like emotional state, mental state. Like it's distressing to not understand this like feedback mechanism of, how you're creating your reality here through this, through your own energy field and the way you're interacting with it, right? But it's like you're in this time period, in this 3 months, there's going to be this process where you're having a breakthrough. Like this, I'm seeing this Ace of Cups and this Beyond Illusion card here, along with the finding your motivation. Like it's like you're having this, yeah, awakening or something. It's like once you've discovered, seen through the illusion of this whole process, and discovered how it is this own part of your own psyche which is projecting outwardly and creating, this loop of repeating disappointing or negative experiences, you can almost instantly break out of that and break through it. And it's like, and then the experience for you is like a transcendent wave of relief. I'm seeing like this on the psychic level here, like in your mind's eye, there's like this fountain, and then all of these like, um, positive emotions start to flow through it. So it's like this relief feeling, this bliss and peace and whatever. In that moment of, when there's the breakthrough happening here, or like where this, when you reach a certain point, because it's like this journey through the darkness, like through this could put, for some of you it could be extreme enough to call it the dark night of the soul, depending on your situation. But for some of you it's not necessarily that, drawn out, long and drawn out of a process, but it's more, anyway, it's like this, traveling through the darkness, through the night of your consciousness, and bringing up to awareness this, this mechanism, some mechanism that so that you're able to release it, and in that release, it's unblocking uh, yourself from a lot of blessings and positive energy coming your way, basically. And it's just through this greater level of self-awareness of how is something been affecting you in an archetypal way, um, deep in your subconscious there, and how has that been influencing since now how that your own mind projects reality and your emotional field and energy field, and how you're creating um, these situations for yourself here. So yeah, I think that's all for this reading. So if this resonated with you, I'd love to hear the story in the comments down below. You can share. I'd like to read how did you relate to this personally. Like the video, please, if you actually liked it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content. And personal readings are available if you would like at some to. You can find the email for that in the description box down below. And otherwise, thank you very much for your time, and bye. Hello, pile 3. If you chose this third pile or this key, then these is going to be a reading from Celebi of future site predictions for 3 months from now. So, let's see here. What do you have? You have the bear. Okay. The burden. Yes. New vision. Playfulness. The hermit. And 9 of Pentacles. And commit. All right. Let's scooch these over here. Put this one on this side. All right. So this is cool. I'm seeing a couple different things for you, at least. Jumping out right away is so this is like a kind of awakening again of your passion for life, your creative spark. This is like a feeling of like getting your mojo back. So actually, this is interesting. You see the mirrored posture and energy of these two cards. This is like a doubling of this same energy here, and like a feedback and confirmation, and coming after this burden card, and then so this bear also. So the bear also, like, especially like the moment, this is a timeless reading, so it can apply for whenever you find this video. But the moment that I'm recording and the location I am geographically, I'm in the northern hemisphere, and right now is the ending of winter and beginning of spring. So that transition of seasons, and excuse me. Oh, clearing the throat. So I'm getting this like coming out of hibernation energy coming with this bear, and like a rejuvenation of life that comes like around springtime. And then so with this burden here, this is like I'm getting, yeah, this is like this kind of old drab. So like just being hard on yourself, and just letting life has gotten you down. Life has worn you down over time, and your responsibilities. And this is like that vibe of like you've been adulting, adulting for a long time, and it's just started to grind you down, and you get more of this kind of meh, dull energy to you, because there's like all these pressures, these burdens, which are draining the life out of you. They're like stresses on your back, and you have to carry them up this mountain here. But the vibe I'm getting here is there's like this awakening of this passion, this playful energy, this spark of your soul here. That's you're finding something which illuminates that in you here, and it really is like it's like an illumination here, and but so I'm sensing though that it's coming in like this form of this potential here, and something that inspires you and fills you with that. It's like yeah, so the spark of passion, but then you have to like commit to it as well. So it's important also. There's a message here to, because I'm seeing also like with this symbol, this alchemical symbol for earth, and then this energy coming down into this woman so that she's channeling through this process. It's like um, there's going to be a big reward for you coming through as well. Like that if you, when you find this thing, whatever this new thing that comes across your path, or this new wave of inspiration, that you grasp hold of it and you commit to it. So for example, that's coming to my mind is, for example, is if you get a new hobby, you find a new hobby during this time, a new form of expression or creativity or activity that really lights you up inside. And so the advice is, yeah, to keep going, keep like take that as like a path, like a life path, and actually start to go further down that and develop that more, or see where that goes for you, you know what I mean? Actually explore it. um because like, yeah, it is playfulness. Like we need to keep the spirit alive in us. If life just becomes too serious and too burdensome and depressing and gray all the time, like what's the point? Like what are we even doing? Like it's well and good to have responsibilities and like to do good and service to others, service to the world. Like that is important. That we are contributing our gifts and bringing our best to the world and helping. Like those are all values I appreciate. I think most humans do. um but then also, to enjoy as well, like light, like happiness, to be able to like otherwise, like why are we living? Like why are we doing it for, right? So I think that you're gonna, and it will come kind of naturally to want to commit to that kind of thing, because it will feel good. Like that's the other thing about it. So this is like finding your bliss, finding your joy, whatever, following that as a path, and like committing to that path, and like feeding back into it, reinvesting into yourself. You know what I mean? And then so you have also on this other end here, these other two cards I haven't mentioned anything about yet. So this Hermit and this Nine of Pentacles. And these are mirroring off of each other, it looks like to me. And it's funny enough, it's like two lonely people. Both of them are sending birds. They're communicating with birds. They're both in the light of the moon here. So this is a completely separate message, or like maybe it's interwoven somehow, but a side message as well for this pile is, it looks like, especially if you're single and looking for, or at least open to finding a romantic partner, this could be coming in for you. Or in more in general terms, it's like a new connection here. But this is like two people who um, they're a bit more independent in nature. These are both nines, by the way, 9-9. If that means anything to you. You also have 2-2 here, by the way, with the commit card. But so these are both really high value individuals, and they appreciate, they spend more of their time alone, because they value themselves and appreciate and enjoy their own company, and they also have high standards for the people that they share their time with. So they're not going to just like spend time to anyone with anyone. But it's like they found like a good match in each other, but there's still like quite a bit of distance to cover here. Like there's this mountain here in this card as well. So there's this mountain in between them. So this could be the beginning, also indicate the beginning of a very promising relationship. And that potentially could be the thing which kind of gives you this new inspiration and brings back this spark of joy in your life. that kind of new relationship energy of meeting someone. So this is really beautiful reading for you here. And I think those are all the messages that I'm seeing for you. If you would like to comment down below, I always love to read. How does this relate to you personally? And I would appreciate if you like the video, click the like button, and subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more content at some point. And otherwise, thank you very much for your time. I hope this has been helpful and entertaining for you. And bye. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose this 4th pile, with these golden US dollars here, then this is going to be your reading with predictions from Celebi, Pokemon Celebi, future site predictions for 3 months from now for you. So you have the Peacock, the Fool, Participation, Aloneness, the 6 of Cups, King of Pentacles, and Be Fluid. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's really interesting. All right, I'm seeing that, yeah, so I'm seeing that there's going to be a time for you. This whole period going up to this time is going to be quite a lot happening. There's like a lot of activity. I'm seeing like fluidity, motion here, and that you are in a pretty positive, like enjoyable phase of life here. So there's like quite a lot of like opportunity and like abundance here. So like with this King of Pentacles, like on this side of the card, it talks about like having like pretty well off like financially and resource wise, and in your career and work, like that you're going in a successful kind of way here. And so, and then with this participation, this being fluid, I'm seeing like it's like social interaction, and like, and also there's this golden fish here, which this is also a symbol of abundance. So there's a lot of good omens in that terms. Also, you picked this particular pile had the coins, so this like could be indicating like, yeah, that like a financially like abundant, fruitful time for you as well. But I'm also seeing so the need to be fluid, to be flexible as well. So like that, there's a lot of opportunities happening here, and a lot of like for both like business and pleasure kind of, and mixing even potentially of these things. But to be able to make the most of it, you're going to be really needing to think on your feet, you know what I mean, and be willing to be flexible and adapt to change, and to also be a bit, I would say, like moderately important as well, to be conscientious of other people's wants and needs, and the social etiquette of the situation as well, because that will actually, that being conscientious and aware of those factors as well will create much more positive impact with you in terms of the feedback and the successes that you're bringing into your life. So I'm seeing with this peacock here, it's like this I'm seeing social etiquette and like manners and like tact and that kind of thing, and like presentation of yourself, and it's not something that you need to like stress about necessarily. I think in this phase of life, it's becoming more and more natural for you uh, to be able to do that. So, and so this Fool energy. So then there's like a lot of like opportunity, a lot of potential, positive potentials coming towards you. Six of Cups here. So then, so there's like, again, like also like I was saying, so social activities as well. Um, just pleasant, fun, enjoyable experiences. There's a message here of like warning you not to overdo it as well, and to have a good to keep in mind. I guess the big piece of advice here about how to best make the most of the enjoying the fruits of this like abundant time for you, and the excitingness of starting with new opportunities and get all of this, and enjoyment of social connections and leisure time and all of that is like a little bit of moderation and knowing your limits and your boundaries of recharging your own energy as well. So like there's this aloneness card and this Six of Cups. So on this side, in the vice versa tarot, this side of the Six of Cups, there's this kind of person here standing after the sun has gone down and the evening's over, the nice little rendezvous this man and woman had here. There's this guy kind of standing there like in his evening gown, like, oh, what are you still doing out here so late, kind of. So it's just like knowing, I think, when enough is enough, and to go home for the night, you know what I mean? Or like when enough is enough and you can say you need a little bit of time home to recharge and skip the evening out with your friends or whatever. You don't need to necessarily take up every single invitation and opportunity that comes your way. You know what I mean? Because that could also, depending, you'll it's going to be particular for each person and what kind of person you are, and you know, like some more extroverted people really, they charge up having through these social interactions and such, but um, still, each and every one of us needs a certain amount of our own time and space, and getting enough sleep at night, getting enough proper nutrition, and just keeping a good focus on um, taking care of yourself and your needs and charging your batteries so that you can most effectively flow and uh, and benefit and enjoy through this abundance of really positive blessings and experiences that are coming through for you here. Yeah, so this really positive forecast for you. It seems like you're um, getting a lot of opportunities, potentials, and you're really like living it to the most and being your best self, living your best life here. So there's just like a little piece of advice here to keep yourself in balance and keep an eye on your battery, so to speak, and how well you're taking care of your body and your rest and your boundaries with people. But otherwise, other than that, you're diving into really fun, happy time, abundant time, a lot of blessings coming your way. So, yeah, I think that's all the messages I have for you here. If you'd like to comment down below, I love to see and read how do these readings relate to you personally. If you like the video, please click the like button. And if you would like to subscribe to the channel to see more content, then do that as well. And personal readings are also available if you would like to find my email in the description box. You can get in touch for that if that resonates for you. And thank you very much for your time, and bye-bye.